What's up, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the 90s First Show. We're going to start doing a little bit more content leading up to worldwide release of a movie that we're going to be reviewing. So we are making a tier list of the live-action Batman movies in honor of the new Batman film coming out on March 4th. So we will also be reviewing the Batman as well the week of March 13th, because that's when my co-host and I, Justin, are seeing it. Justin, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing fantastic. I can't wait to get started talking about my second favorite superhero.
Yeah. We all know you're a Superman stan. I'm a Batman man, so we're just gonna get into it. We are ranking the live action Batman films, starting all the way back to the Adam West. I know there was I know there was a Batman movie before that, but I ain't never seen it, and I don't think I want to. So we're not gonna rank that. So we're just starting with the Adam West version, and then going all the way up to Batman versus Superman. So if you see the tier list right now on the video, they do list Dark Knight Rises twice, so we're just gonna ignore that one. But yeah, there's 9 films to rank, and so Justin, you ready to get started here?
Oh yeah, we start with the Adam West, 1966.
Yes.
You know, I know I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I know it doesn't hold up visually, but I feel like the story and the comical elements and the characters, of course, stand up, and I think it ranks probably. I would put it either in the C or the B range. I do think it deserves that rank, even for the nostalgia, even for the visuals that are just not up to what we see nowadays in film, but I think it at least deserves a C or B.
Yeah, I mean, like, Adam West is so iconic. The movie is actually really funny. The Rogues Gallery is really good, like the Riddler, Penguin, Joker, Catwoman, all the 4 of those, they're really good in this movie. I think I'm agreeing with like the C or B range. I want to put it at C for now until we see some of the other rankings. Are you down for that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm down to put it at C and then move it up or down depending on.
I honestly, C is the lowest that I will go with this movie. Like I really have a soft spot for the Adam West movie.
Okay.
So I think C is the lowest. It can only go higher from here, but I also think B is the highest. So like it could only be B or C.
So we're in the same boat. Yeah, we're in the same boat. Yeah. Definitely, I feel like it at least deserves a C, if not a B. Yeah. So we can put it at C for now and then move it around.
Sounds good. All right. So one of the most iconic Batman films ever to release, 1989, Tim Burton Batman, starring Michael Keaton, Kate Beckinsale as Vicky Vale. You have Jack Nicklaus as, or is it Nicholson? No, Nicholson's a golfer. Wait.
No, it's Nicholson. Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, Jack Nicholson. Nicholas is the golfer. So you have Jack Nicholson. This has got to be A or S tier, right? Like,
this is the Joker that everyone remembers. This is before
Heath,
Knight, obviously. Before Heath, but I feel like Nicholson had this charisma about it. He didn't care about good, bad. He just he played that role so well. I feel like Nicholson should at least be. I would honorably put him at an A. Honestly, I think this movie is one of the best Batmans that I've seen outside of the Dark Knight trilogy. I feel like this should be a high ranking for sure. Yeah. Not quite S, but iconic.
You don't think S?
I don't know. It's more of like the does it hold up? And it does.
It does.
But I don't think it's a perfect by any means. Okay. I don't think it deserves that S. I think A is the lowest I'll go on that for sure.
I think I'll put it at A for now. I want to revisit that because I think it could potentially be one of the few S tiers within our list here. So we have it for A right now. Batman Returns. Michael Keaton.
Danny DeVito.
Michael Keaton comes back. Danny DeVito. Michelle Pfeiffer is Catwoman.
The Penguin.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I believe that Batman Returns is phenomenal. I rewatched it recently for the '90s First Show. There's an episode on it a little bit while back, and I think it might be an A, and that's because I believe Pfeiffer's Catwoman's amazing. Danny DeVito's Penguin is top notch as well.
Yes, that is the best depiction of Penguin that I've seen.
Yeah,
ever.
And then Michael Keaton, like you knew he was a good Batman in 1989, but like he solidified and cemented himself as if Christian Bale didn't exist, like he would be the best Batman. So I
agree.
I think it's an A tier.
I would do the same for sure.
You really? Okay, cool. So then let's revisit 1989 right away then, because like if you like Jack Nicholson's Joker is so iconic. And as you said, it holds up. I want to bring in another wrinkle here. That Batmobile is so slick.
Yeah.
Like
it is, but it's still like I think that those deserve to be at the same, if not a little higher. But honestly, I don't think it is that perfect S. I really don't. I don't think Returns is. The only reason Batman the 1989 can maybe make it to the S tier is the Joker. So I don't know. Again, we could revisit it. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to what so many people like to call the bat nipple era. Batman Forever. I'm gonna start. Let's kind of talk about these two, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, in the same conjunction, because I wanna start off with a premise for you. I wanna give you this hypothetical. Val Kilmer, a very good Batman, a very bad Bruce Wayne. George Clooney, a very bad Batman, a very good Bruce Wayne. Like if you mix them together, they got a good Batman. I mean, Batman Forever, I do believe, is better than Batman and Robin. Would you agree with that at least? No, you wouldn't. Wow.
No.
Why so?
I would put Batman and Robin above the Jim Carrey Batman Forever any day. Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face did not hit me the right way. Mr. Freeze as Arnold Schwarzenegger definitely did. I enjoyed Arnold's portrayal of Mr. Freeze way more than Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face. And yeah, Jim Carrey's great, but I think that the Poison Ivy aspect of Batman and Robin and the outfits and the character portrayal, I think Robin was much better than Forever.
Oh man, see, I just think Val Kilmer was better overall as Batman. Yeah, he has a bad Bruce Wayne in my opinion, but like it's better overall. And you can't tell me that Jim Carrey is not better than both Uma Thurman and Arnold in that movie. You can't tell me that.
I can. I can. I believe that Clooney and his Musk did a much better job than Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I mean, I think what makes Batman Forever a little bit better is that I think the original suit, is a little better, and we could talk about George Clooney's suit and stuff like that. I mean, you got bat nipples for both, so whatever. But like Val Kilmer's still has that kind of like yellow bat symbol in there, so I love the bat suit. I do enjoy the Batmobile. I think Jim Carrey's performance really, really does elevate that movie so much. But I think what separates Forever over Batman and Robin is that with Batman and Robin, like you have such a playful tone to it that I only thought Adam West's Batman could be playful, and like with Batman and Robin, I feel like there are moments where it's trying to take itself seriously and then it fails. Whereas like Batman Forever, it takes itself seriously and does an okay job at it. Like I like the little bit more serious tone with Two-Face and Jim Carrey as Riddler as well.
The only person that really stayed throughout was Chris O'Connell as Robin. And it's like he saw so many people come and go during those 2 films alone. And I think Alicia Silverstone did a way better job than Nicole Kidman in this film. I feel like...
But she became Batgirl. I don't think you could really say that. Like a love interest versus Batgirl, Batwoman.
But then you've got George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger to round it out. I really think that Batman and Robin is better than Forever.
Yeah, I don't know, like the plot, dude. So Batman Forever has a really good story behind it though versus Batman and Robin. I mean, like you have Jim Carrey as the Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face figuring out the identity of Batman, and he has to wrestle and try to figure out like how to manipulate that, how to actually go about that situation, getting on the mountain, the question mark mountain that the Riddler has, and it just like at the end also the Riddler like giving Batman the choice of like who to save, and then he does. Like I feel like the stakes are higher, the villains are better, the story is better. I would put Batman Forever higher. Now I don't think you could be super high. Like I think the highest Batman Forever and Batman Robin should see is a C.
You see, like with my viewpoint, Batman and Robin, yeah, it didn't take itself seriously a lot, but neither did the original Batman. So from the source material, the comic element translated perfectly. There was jokes, yes. There was one-liner puns, great.
Okay, what comic are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Adam West film. I'm talking about the film itself because it was very funny, for us, the viewer. And I feel like that aspect, from the nostalgia point, brings it higher than Forever for me. Okay. And that's where I'm coming from with that. But still, yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be high.
So can we? All right. So let's say this. Do you think either of them are better than the Adam West Batman?
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that. Okay.
I would put them at C tier.
So then you want to move Batman up to B and then put both Forever and Batman and Robin at C?
That's fair.
You want to do that?
That's fair. Okay. I can make that that fair trade.
Okay. I think this might shuffle a little bit just because we are getting to like the Nolan trilogy now, so it might shuffle here. Let's see where we're at. Batman Begins. So again, you're not going to be able to talk about Batman Begins without putting it with The Dark Knight. A lot of people actually think Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight. I would disagree.
In the mountains.
I would disagree that it's better. But overall, I think Batman Begins is such a solid movie. The plot is amazing. Christian Bale does a phenomenal job, I think, to establish himself as the character. I think at the end, when you have the teaser of the Joker card, is phenomenal. Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul, like... This is one of the best origin stories that has been on film. Overdone, sure. Yeah, sure, but it's also one of the better versions of said overdone storyline. So I don't know. What are your feelings on Batman Begins?
I don't agree with the population where they say that it's better than The Dark Knight. It is the beginning story. It's got Scarecrow. It's got Nolan portraying a great character of Batman. This trilogy in general is great. I don't think it's better than The Dark Knight by any means. It is a good origin story, and it's great with the story arc, and like you said, the teaser towards The Dark Knight, like they even had to throw it in there. to let you know that it's going to only get better from here.
Yeah.
I honestly would put this next to the West Batman. I would put it on the B tier for where we have it right now. I would put Begins there because that's where Batman began.
Okay. I think Batman Begins is an A tier Batman movie. I think that you did get origin stories in the comics, in the shows, whatever. I mean, the Batman the animated series went straight to just he's Batman. They didn't really do an origin story.
No, they jumped right in.
Yeah, they jumped right in. But at the end of the day, like, the tie-in to the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul and just how he became Batman was done so brilliantly. The darker tone of Gotham, the set pieces in the mansion and in the city, in the train fight at the end, and then you have this overall plot that this is a new guy in town. He's a new superhero, and he's able to stop a mass genocide, a mass hysteria, basically, in a city of Gotham. I think it's A tier, and I'd be willing to compromise Batman Returns to put Batman Begins in the A tier.
What do you mean you would compromise it by switching Batman Returns to B?
I would put Batman Returns to B, put Batman Begins to A.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
I think that Penguin is phenomenal. I think that Catwoman, the story arc, is phenomenal in Returns. It hit more with me than I feel Begins did, honestly. I feel like Begins was a phenomenal origin story, and like you said, great set pieces, great story. It was good, but I don't think it's quite up to that standard. I don't think it is. If I'm being the harshest critic possible, I think that it was a dark, gritty Batman, the first of the saga, and I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't put it up to that point. Win me over.
Man, here's what I think is going to win you over.
Mm-hmm.
I think a couple reasons. First and foremost, it does introduce one of the best Alfreds we've seen in all of Batman, in Michael Caine. Secondly, it Rachel Dawes is a good through line in this as well. Like, having a love interest that was also a childhood friend, and just seeing her through line into the Dark Knight as well, just sets up the trilogy so brilliantly. But also, you not only have Liam Neeson, but you also have Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow, and he's a phenomenal Dr. Crane. He's extremely creepy with just how he looks in the movie, and he's such a believable Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no Batman film that has the caliber on this list of a Gary Oldman Detective Gordon and a Morgan Freeman Lucius Fox. Like, I think you just have the A list of actors that you have make this an A tier movie, and just Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon is phenomenal. Again, it starts the trilogy in this way. Lucius Fox was brilliant as well, and his kind of meddling in trying to get the Batman started, and he doesn't even know what's happening yet, but he does, Man, it's an A tier movie. It's an A tier movie. So let me caveat with this. Let me throw another wrinkle. Can we just agree the Dark Knight is S tier?
I want to get to that because I feel like you're placing Begins based on where Dark Knight would be. Because you know from the start of this that Dark Knight is going to be high. It's going to be up there because it's such a good film. And because this preceded it, you feel the need to have to place it close by.
No, I don't think so either. I think Batman Begins on its own stands alone as a very, very good Batman movie. I mean, let's also be real. Dark Knight Rises is probably not higher than Batman Begins.
Okay. All right. So how about we put Batman Begins on the A tier? We do not move Returns.
Okay.
Because Returns deserves to be there.
I'm okay with
and
you.
And that forces our hand to put Dark Knight above it because it's not equal by any means.
No.
Dark Knight is a much, much better film. And Begins is a good film. I'm not saying it's not. But I feel like we are forced to put Dark Knight higher than that.
I don't think we have any other choice but to put Dark Knight in S tier. Like, would you not agree with that?
I do.
Okay.
But the real struggle comes from Rises. Dark Knight Rises. Where does that deserve to be? Because the world element of something bad is going to happen was maximized in Dark Knight Rises. You know, you had the whole Super Bowl scene, or the football scene.
Yeah.
And the only thing that brings it down for me is, what is he saying half the time? I don't know what he's saying. I saw it in theaters and I didn't understand anything. I got it.
Oh, so let me hit you with a compromise here.
Yo.
I think we put Batman Forever and Batman and Robin down to D, and we put Dark Knight Rises at C. Because let me, like,
you think it's better than Batman and Robin?
Yeah, totally. Because you bro, the amount of gap between a Christian Bale Batman and a George Clooney Batman is so significant.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, come on. I get your ice puns out of here.
You know what killed the Ice Age? Or you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Dude, so, he's a great Mr. Freeze. And he's a misunderstood villain.
He's funny, yes, but I would take Tom Hardy's Bane over Mr. Freeze.
I would move Forever down, but keep Robin next to Rises.
No, it is not even close on the same tier, dude. Just on Batman alone.
If you're just judging on Batman. Well, you know, the Dark Knight trilogy relates to us more because it came out, you know, when we were full-fledged adults. We were able to watch it and understand and feel for the characters. You know, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever came out at a time when we were much younger, right?
Yeah, and so you have rose-colored glasses on towards that movie. When's the last time you watched it with a critical eye?
With Blu-ray?
When's the last time, though?
It was 3 months ago.
Okay, so 3 months ago. Good, cool.
Just Batman and Robin, not Batman Forever.
Okay, so it's pretty, like, ingrained in your brain as to how bad that Batman movie is, actually.
Rude. Completely rude.
You know I'm right, dude. Like, it's not better than Dark Knight Rises critically. There's no way.
Okay, all right, fine. I will put Dark Knight Rises at the C tier.
Okay.
And we can move Batman and Robin and Forever down to D. In agreeance to shift the entire thing down and put Batman versus Superman at the top.
No.
Okay, I tried.
Like,
it's got Superman.
I know, but you in your heart of hearts, there's no way you think that's an S tier movie.
That's true. Okay, on to Superman, Batman.
Okay. So as the list stands, we got Dark Knight S tier, 1989 and 1992 Batman's, Tim Burton's, A tier, as well as Batman Begins. Adam West Batman at B. C is Dark Knight Rises. D is Batman Forever and Batman Robin. Again, I think I kind of want to rationalize why we put Batman in B, because like I just think that just it's so iconic, and the fact that it doesn't take itself seriously makes it for a better film. I don't know if it's a better film, obviously, like cinematography wise, it's not. But at the end of the day, I think just how iconic this movie with its rogues gallery is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is better than Dark Knight Rises. Okay, Batman versus Superman. Now, I want to caveat this with first. It's not S tier. Holy buckets, it's not S tier. I think this movie would have been so much better if they didn't market it so heavily towards Batman versus Superman. Would you agree with that statement?
Well, going into the movie, everyone knows that what's going to happen at the end. We know, yeah, they're going to have disagreements, but Civil War was marketed as Civil War.
Yeah.
You had Iron Man and Captain America fighting, but it did it right.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Batman and Superman, I'm one of the few, I know you agree with me, Man of Steel wasn't a terrible film, and I enjoyed Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
And, Superman on the big screen is a big news. You don't get that very often. You get a lot of Batman. You don't get a lot of Superman because it's so difficult to relate and so difficult to have that character be the hero on the big screen nowadays. And I feel like the marketing did play a role in its downfall, I guess. But I don't feel like it made it a terrible film. If you were to not see any of the marketing and just watch it as Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, you'd enjoy that film. It's not a terrible film by any means. I like the movie. Yeah,
I like the movie.
Yeah.
I think that the marketing completely like just screwed that movie over. Like it just set an expectation. And then they have the audacity to have them kiss and make up over the same name of their moms, Martha. Like, it just, especially if they're taking inspirations from The Dark Knight Returns, which is one of the best graphic novels by Frank Miller of all time. And they kind of throw that in. Some saving graces about this. I think Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are phenomenal in this movie. I think Ben Affleck is actually a good Batman. I like Batfleck. Henry Cavill, I think he's a great Superman. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, I could take it or leave it. I think it's really hard when you've seen the best Lex Luthor on TV in Smallville with Michael Rosenbaum. Like, I think it's really hard.
Don't pull that out of the hat. You can't relate it to Smallville. I can't picture Superman not being Tom Welling, and I wish he would have played the role in Man of Steel. But
I'm saying that it's really hard to see another person as Lex Luthor after you've seen Michael Rosenbaum. Like, because I thought he did a brilliant job in that show.
Oh, agree completely. But it's the same as, you've got Batman switching out almost every other film.
Yeah.
So it's like you've seen this portrayal of a character switch, and that's normal.
So where would you rank this?
Batman versus Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, it's obviously an S. No, it's probably on the C tier. I would put it next to Rises, honestly. Maybe a B. Yeah, I would not go further than that. I would not, I feel like it holds up. Have you watched it recently? It still holds up. Man of Steel holds up.
I haven't. I want to definitely catch it again. I'm with you on the C tier. Like, yeah. I don't think it's anywhere below Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. I think it's a better movie overall. I don't know if it's as good as The Dark Knight Rises, but I would
both of them had their flaws. For sure.
but I would say that it may be on the same level, because if we're gonna go that way, we would have to put Batman and Robin and Batman Forever at F, and then put Batman v Superman at D, because I don't know if it's better than Dark Knight Rises, but I don't know if it's as worse as Dark Knight Rises, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear you. I think the C tier is a good placement for it next to Rises.
Cool.
Because both of them did have flaws, and both of them were good films in a way. So I don't think they're as bad as Forever, for sure.
Okay. Is this our list? Do you need to see anything move? I mean, at this point, the only S tier Batman that we have is The Dark Knight. I think we agree on that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's completely a standalone phenomenal film for sure.
I mean, not even the fact that it's a superhero film, that it is a Batman film. It's one of the best crime dramas of all time. Like, yeah, for sure.
It
is. So yeah, that's S tier on its own. We got 1989 Batman Returns. We have Batman Begins, all at the A tier. I know that you'd probably see Batman Begins at the B tier, but I think I swayed you a little bit on there. I think we got the B tier pretty on lock with just Adam West, like, just so iconic. I think that brings it up a little bit there. And I think we got C and D right. I'm a little annoyed that Batman and Robin isn't an F, but I'll let you have it. You let me have Batman Begins, so I'll let you slide there. So, with that being said, that's our ranking of the Batman live action movies. Let us know down in the comments if you agree, or where you would see some of the other movies, which tiers you would like to see them at. Please let us know. We would love to have some discourse in the comments down below. We will also be doing a Batman Batsuits review, or tier making list here. So the live action Batsuits we will be ranking in another video, so look out for that. Or if you watched that first, thanks for coming on over here and watching this one. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe on the video. For Justin, my name is Mike. This has been a 90s First special edition. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. It's time to freeze.
Anybody know how I got these scars?
You want to see a magic trick?